Oh, it feels good to be home. Man, it feels great to be home. There's no place like home, folks. No place like home. I'm telling you. Some of y'all are like, I need to get up out of here. No, yes, get up out. Go see the things. Go see the world. But just know, no matter where you go, there ain't no place like home. Got to wake up in my own bed this morning, surrounded by my beautiful wife and my children and just all the comforts, the things that I know, right? The things that I know and love, and made my way downstairs, grabbed my big cup, my big purple cup of ice water. It's one thing you don't think about when you're on the road. You don't think about, like, dude, access to ice in a hotel room is not a convenient thing. It's not easy. You don't have your big purple cup. You got to find, some water bottle or some cup or a different way. You know what I'm saying? It's just not convenient. But wake up, grab the purple cup, fill it with water. I never imagined that purple cup would mean so much to me, but it does. Fill the purple cup up with water, make my way downstairs. And as I make my way downstairs, I grab my Morning 5 planner, which if you don't have a Morning 5 planner still, and you watch this show on the regular, or you've watched it more than once, bro, go get your Morning 5 planner. What the heck are you talking about? So I grab my Morning 5 planner. Ooh, Facebook's having super fun this morning. All right. I grab my Morning 5 planner, open it up, I write down my gratitude and goals. And of course, at the top of the planner, the top of every page of the planner, we have quotes that are submitted by actual members of this community. And so I open it up and the quote says this today: what great things would you attempt? Which the O, for some reason, is capitalized there. What great things would you attempt if you knew you could not fail? What great things would you attempt if you knew you could not fail? It's a great question, right? It's a great question because in a lot of areas and aspects of our lives, unfortunately, we hold ourselves back, we resist, we won't do certain things simply because, no, it's not too late for a planner. Are you kidding me? Are there any days left in 2026? No, of course it's not too late. Just go to themorning5planner.com, themorning5planner.com. There's so many things, right? What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Like, what popped into my mind this morning is like skydiving. I would love to go skydiving. My wife won't let me go skydiving because there is a very small, very teeny, tiny, little percentage of a chance that I would fail at skydiving. So my wife won't let me go because then she would be left behind with 8 kids, and she's not excited about that idea. So that was the first thing that popped in my head. But so there's little things like that, right? Ramon says he would travel more for fun than just work if he knew that he wasn't going to fail, right? But it's an interesting thought because we are allowing failure to keep us from doing many of the things that ultimately God is calling us to do. Maybe it's write that book. Maybe it's start that podcast. Maybe it's make that phone call. Maybe it's introduce yourself to that person. Maybe it's ask for that promotion. Maybe it's to launch that new project. Maybe it's the business endeavor that you have. I don't know. But what would you do if you knew that you could not fail? What would you do? Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Hit the share button. Tag your friends. Facebook's being super weird this morning. Let's dive in. Good morning and welcome to the #1 morning show in America. I am your host, Glenn Lundy, husband to one, father to nine, author, speaker, and the founder of 800%.life. It's 5:30 a.m. and it's time to rise and grind. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Thursday. That's right. Today is Thursday, June 11th, 2026. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Thursday, June 11th, 2026. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most, and I do mean the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. I'm coming to you live from Lexington, Kentucky. Oh, it feels so good to say that. Coming to you live from Lexington, Kentucky. It's hot. It's going to be like 89 degrees today. It's hot around here. It's a little bit humid around here, but we'll take it. I'd much rather have the heat than the cold. You can drop it in the comments whether you agree or disagree, but I'm more of a heat guy. It's also a shocker to me that it's already June 11th, 2026. This year is rapidly approaching being halfway over, which is just incredible. And part of the reason I'm so excited to be home right now is I left last week, early in the week, went to Minnesota. And after I went to Minnesota, I went to New York. And then after New York, I went to Boca Raton. I was in Boca Raton, which was amazing. And then after being in Boca Raton, now I am home for a few days before I head off to Michigan, still in the month of June. I've still got Michigan, and then I've also got Colorado in the month of June. So June has just been a wild and crazy month, but I get a little time here at home with my wife, with my kids, and so on and so forth. And this time that I have here at home is coming off of a HYROX event that I did in New York City last Saturday, which I'd been training for since January 1st. All right? You keeping up with that timeline? January 1st, 2026, all those 5.5 months ago, right? January's done, February's done, March is done, April's done, May is done. 5 months, halfway through June. So I've been training diligently for a HYROX event that I participated in New York this past weekend. Now, if you don't know what HYROX is, it is a fitness competition where you do 8 different exercise stations, and in between those 8 different exercise stations, you run a total of right at 5 miles. You run at 0.62 miles at a time. I run a total of 5 miles. You do burpee broad jumps, you do rowers, you do kettlebell carries, you do sled pushes, sled pulls, you do ski erg, you do sandbag lunges, sandbag lunges, and you do wall balls, right? So I competed in that competition, and competing in that competition, I learned a lot of lessons about myself, learned a lot of lessons about others, just learned a whole lot of things. And I shared some of those lessons yesterday. In case you weren't here, I'll briefly go over the ones I shared yesterday. Yesterday, I shared lesson number 1. Training is not game day unless you train like it's game day. Right? The intensity level of the actual event was far beyond any intensity level I had outputted while training. And I thought I was training, fully to where I was fully prepared. But the reality is, unless you train like it's game day, bro, your training ain't training you for game day. And I think that's a big thing to note. It's probably the biggest difference between those of us that dabble and those of us that end up like in pros and so on and so forth. Right? What is Scott saying here? The first rule of HYROX is to tell everyone that you HYROX. Yes, you gotta. I mean, golly, you gotta talk about it. So, training is not game day unless you train like it's game day. That's number one. Second thing I shared yesterday is the mind is far more powerful than the body. My mind was constantly telling me to quit, even though my body still had the ability to go on. The mind almost convinced me that my finish line was nearer than it truly was, because the mind is so much more powerful. So even though the body's going, yeah, I've got more, the mind is going, nah, put it down, brah. We ain't doing it. Your mind is far more powerful than your body. Always remember that. And if you can discipline and control your mind, you can push your body far beyond its expectations, or your expectations. The third thing I shared yesterday is with the right friends, you can do anything. Had the opportunity to be around a lot of people over the last 8-9 days, and they've really inspired me to do some pretty big and powerful things, not just in the competition, but ultimately, not just in the competition, but ultimately in my business and other aspects of my life, right? So when you have the right friends, you really can do anything. The fourth thing that I shared yesterday is that it doesn't matter what shape or size you come in. It doesn't matter what ethnicity. It doesn't matter any of these things. These meat bags that we call our bodies, like, that is not who you are. You are not your body. There was a 71-year-old that I saw competing in HYROX that had an amazing time, and the dude who like rocked it with the fastest time is like a tiny little dude. He's just this tiny, and I mean tiny. He looks super young, and he's tiny. He's like a little person, tiny. You know what I'm saying? And he's just out there crushing this fitness competition. You got all these other guys that are big and massive and so on and so forth. I mean, Rob's a perfect example of this. Rob Ruth took third out of like almost 800, 700 people in his age category. You know, he's 48 years old. So listen, you are not your body. You're not your body. You're not your body. Number 5 that I shared yesterday is people are starved for community right now. Probably always have been, but it's even more present right now. So be a builder of communities, and they will come. Now, this is important. No matter what business you're in, find a way to build community around you. Whether you own a business, you work for someone in a business, you work at a different organization, whatever. Find ways to build community. You can build community through your podcast. You can build community through your content on social media. There's so many different ways, but ultimately you can build community through your church. You can build community locally. You can build community by having 800% events. You can build community by having people join you for runs. Like, there's so many different things that you can do to build community. Dude, my feed on my phone like just looped all the way back to where we were like 10 minutes ago. Did it do that for you guys too? Drop it in the comments if we are still on time and you can hear me where I am right now. That is the weirdest thing. Like, it is totally gone back to when I was showing the HYROX video. That's what I'm seeing. Very weird. Okay, Marilyn says, yes, I am trying at the chamber. She's trying to build community at the chamber. Okay, so you guys are right on time. Okay, that is super weird. Yeah, like my phone just went back in time and is showing earlier clips. Like, look, it's showing that clip that I showed of, training is not game day unless you train like it's game day. Okay, cool. As long as it's good for you guys. So people are starved for community. Be a builder. Be a builder. All right. So those are the 5 things. Terry Hope's like, I just got here. Spencer's like, yeah, all good here. All right, cool. I just, I shared those 5 things. I have 6 more things to share with you today. But before we go too far, you know what we got to do on this show? No. 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 Yes. Yes, there you go. We got to do some dancing on this show, folks. We got to get our bodies in motion. Objects in motion tend to stay in motion. Objects at rest tend to stay at rest. So let's go. Come on. Yeah, no matter where you are. Time to get moving. Let's go. If you're in bed, it's time to get your butt up. Let's go. If you're working out, pick it up. Come on. It's also the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you, yes, you, to hit that share button. Let's go. This is also the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you and I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching this show live or you're watching on replay, say what's up and I will say what's up back. Paul Brindley, how are you? Thank you for being here. Tosh Queen is in the building. Christina Howard, thanks for being here this morning. Marilyn Wilkin, good morning. Proud of you. Christina Howard is in the building. Thanks for being here, Christina. I see Tara Hope is in the building. Thanks for being here, Tara. I greatly appreciate it. And I'm not seeing this, so let me try resetting since it's all jacked up around here. Gene Hughes is in the building. Thanks for being here, Gene Hughes. Sol Salcido's in the building. Ben St. Hours is in the building this morning. Thanks for being here, Ben St. Hours. Miss Liza Myers-Borges is in the building. Thanks for being here, Liza. Greatly appreciate you. Saw you in a clip for BenQ, I think it was. Saw you in a clip for BenQ. Looked great, looked awesome, and super proud of you as well. So keep up the great work. As far as anybody else, Linnell Burns, I see you're here this morning. Robert Pollard's here this morning. Bill Harrison's here this morning. Thank you for being here. And I really can't see anything else. So we're just going to keep going. Real quick note. We have an event coming up July 14th and 15th. If you're an owner, general manager of a car dealership, you're going to want to be right here in Lexington, Kentucky, July 14th and 15th. This one's specifically targeted to owners and general managers. Our members here in 800% Club, this is a free event for them. However, if you are a non-member, you're going to want to go over to 800%.life/events, 800%.life/events, and check it out. It's coming up July 14th and 15th. It's a powerful event, one of the most powerful events we do all year. Rich Pintrick, thank you for being here this morning. I greatly appreciate you. Pete Daly, good morning, sir. Thank you so much for being here as well. I greatly appreciate you. All right, real quick, put the mufflers on, the kiddos that are watching. 30-second clip as we segue into the other 6 lessons that I want you to have. Quick 30-second clip. This is me about to, I don't want to say lose it, but this is me at my breaking point at HYROX New York City last Saturday. But the reason I showed this clip is there's a guy in the background that got me through. Check it out.
How you feel?
God will give us the strength.
This is when you're close to God, right here, buddy.
Get through fucking this.
It's right here.
I just have to get through this last part.
Exactly.
Oh.
And you will. We talk about mental toughness and grit. Grit matters, buddy. Yeah, you got it. You got it.
That's it. That's it. Man, you got it. Man, you got it. And I did indeed finish. And I learned a lot of lessons along the way. The 6th thing that I learned along the way that I'll share with you is you don't have to be fast to get where you're going, to get the job done, to achieve what it is you want to achieve. You do not have to be fast. You just cannot stop moving towards it. That's it. You cannot stop moving towards it. Now, there are benefits to speed. Speed in business, speed in decision making. There are benefits, but ultimately, whatever the goal is, you don't have to be fast to get there. As a matter of fact, a lot of times being fast won't get you there, but you can't stop moving towards it ever. You can't stop. No, that is the difference between those that do and those that don't. You cannot stop moving towards it. Have you seen those robot mowers on a golf course? I don't know if you've ever seen them. A lot of these golf courses, they have these robot mowers now. And think about a golf course. Think about how much land it covers. Think about how much grass typically exists on a golf course. We have a very nice golf course in Paris, Kentucky. It's got 2 of these robot mowers, 2, for the entire course. And they move not fast. They move slow, a couple miles an hour. But somehow moving a couple miles an hour, because they just keep going and they don't stop, they're able to keep the entire golf course freaking manicured, man. The entire freaking golf course. When you look at it, you'd be like, it's got to take them forever. It's got to take forever for them to get this mowed. But it doesn't. They just keep going. That's the key for you. You don't have to be fast. Just don't stop moving. Number 7, every finish line in your life is actually a starting line for what's next. There is never not another challenge. Doing the HYROX, you complete these things in segments, so it's like a finish line, right? I just ran 0.62 miles. Finish line. Soon as you hit the finish line, then it's like, okay, great. Now you're going to go push a sled 60 meters. Okay, I just pushed a sled 60 meters. Finish line. Okay, now you're going to go run 0.62 miles. Starting line. I get done with the run. Now it's burpee broad jumps, right? Kettlebells, whatever. And so it's constantly like boom, 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 boom. Even at the end of the race, when you're done with the HYROX competition, that finish line is now the starting line for what's next for you. It's the starting line for your recovery time. It's the starting line for you to apply all the lessons you just learned. It's the starting line for you to look at where you were weak and where you were strong. And this is life, my friends. There is no final finish line until you reach the final finish line. You feel me? There is no final finish line until you reach the final finish line. It's just a series of finish, start, finish, start, finish, start, finish, start, finish, start. As soon as you can wrap your brain around that and realize this whole pie in the sky pipe dream thing that they, tried to tell you, hey, work, give yourself 45 years to whatever company and so on and so forth. And in the end, you can just sit back, you reach the finish line and it's all over. You can just enjoy everything. No, dude. Each finish line is the starting line for what's next. Number 8, nobody can run your race for you. You got to do it yourself. Nobody can run your race for you. Nobody could get out there on that track and run those miles for me. Nobody could grab that sandbag and take it off my shoulders and carry it for me. Nobody could carry the kettlebells for me. Nobody could do those 100 wall balls that I had to do at the end. It was me, myself, and I. And that's how it is in this crazy thing called life. Nobody's going to do it for you. Now, there'll be friends along the way that'll help you get through. They'll encourage you. They'll cheer for you. They'll be there for you. And it's so important that you have those, but no one can do it for you. What you are called to do is for you and for you only. You have to do it. You have to do it. Number 9, comparison is poison. During the race, I had an issue. There was a technical issue that was showing the time and showing that I had a 44-minute penalty and so on and so forth. So then I was comparing mentally myself against all these other times and against all these other people and so on and so forth. And I got real negative and I slowed myself down and I backed up and I ended up not completing this in the time that I wanted to complete it in. And I don't know if I could have hit that time, but I know I could have gotten a lot closer if I wasn't so focused on what everybody else was doing and how my time was going to look compared to theirs. Like, it's just poison. You know, I'll give you an example. My guy, Ben St. Hours, he's here watching the show this morning. My guy, Ben St. Hours, he only had 2 weeks of training for HYROX. I had trained for a year. He only had 2 weeks of training for HYROX. He started 10 minutes after me, and I told him, I'm like, bro, you're going to catch me in the sandbag lunges. He was like, no way. But he did. He caught me in the sandbag lunges, and he finished. He started 10 minutes after me, and he finished 20 minutes faster than me. So 10 minutes, he started 10 minutes after me and finished 10 minutes before me. Right? And if I were to compare myself to Ben St. Hours, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm the worst thing on planet Earth. Right? But comparison is poison, man. Everyone is on their own journey. Everyone's experiencing this thing called life in their own way. Your journey is built for you, not for anyone else. Stop comparing your results to the results of other people. You are here right where you're at this particular time, at this particular moment, for a reason and with purpose. Lean in. Keep your eyes on the prize. Do not focus on what other people's have set for them. Their journey is unique. Their journey is different. And I'm super proud of Ben St. Hours because he freaking crushed it, and I knew he would. Number 10 lesson that I learned doing HYROX New York City 2026, burpees suck. Burpees suck, bro. They suck. They're hard, especially when you got to do burpee broad jumps. We had to do a burpee and then jump forward a couple meters. Then do a burpee, then jump forward a couple meters. Then do a burpee, then jump forward a couple meters. And if you set your hands down more than 30 centimeters in front of where your feet landed, they didn't count. Burpee didn't count. You'd have to do it again. You had to go 100 meters. Burpees suck, bro. They're awful. And the same is true for certain aspects of our lives. But here's the thing, burpees suck, but they count. Every single one that you complete, every burpee broad jump in HYROX moves you one step closer to the goal. And the same is true in life. There are things in life that suck, bro. That are really hard. There are things in life that are really, 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 really hard. And I'm here to tell you, those things in life that suck, those things in life that are really, really, really hard, they still count. Might not feel like it, but they count. It's moving you towards whatever that thing is. I promise. It counts. Every single time you go through it, it counts. Don't think, oh my gosh, I went through that and what a waste. I went through that for no reason. I went through that and it didn't get me anywhere. No, it counts. The hard stuff counts. The stuff that sucks counts. And you can't avoid it. You can't go around it. You can't go, what do they say? Can't go over it. Can't go under it. Gotta go through it. Burpees suck. They're hard, but they're necessary. Some aspects of our life suck, and it's hard, but it's necessary. Last thing that I learned and that I'll share with you is that pain is temporary. Pain is temporary. You saw in that video I just played a little bit ago the pain that I was in. And I got to tell you, when I woke up Sunday after doing that event Saturday, I could barely move. Everything hurt. Then I woke up again on Monday and things were even stiffer than they were on Sunday. My buttocks were burning with every step. My legs were stiff. I looked like a 90-year-old man. Tuesday started to get a little bit looser on, today's Thursday, right? So actually Tuesday I went out on the beach and I ran 2.5 miles. And when I ran those 2.5 miles, things started to loosen up a little bit. Yesterday, I was much looser, still some soreness in a couple areas, but much looser. Today, this morning, I feel great. I feel great. Headed to the gym. As soon as I leave here, we're going to get back at it. That pain that I was in on Saturday that felt like it was going to last forever, it was temporary, because pain is always temporary. Sometimes it might last for a day, a week, a month, or even a year. But pain is temporary, and that pain that you are experiencing that is temporary now and feels like it's going to last forever, it has purpose in your life. It has purpose for you.
As we begin to look at what we want, as we begin to look toward the future, what's going to be crucial for you is every time you find yourself saying that you can't do something, you've got to affirm to yourself, hey, no, I can make it. This can happen for me. You've got powers within you, talents within you that you haven't even reached for yet. Now, whatever goal you have, here's what we know. You're going to have some opposition. You're going to have some difficulties. You're going to have some challenges. Long journey, long dark night. But when you hold on to your dream, don't let anybody kill it in you. Just hold on to that dream. When it doesn't make sense to anybody, including you sometimes, just hold on. Once you give yourself an opportunity to try and to stretch, you'll find out you can do more than you can ever begin to imagine.
The first level to success in life, the very first level, is you seeing it like it's clear to you. You know exactly what you want. You know exactly when you want it. You know exactly what it tastes like. You know what it look like. Before you really blow up, and you get success, you literally have it in the palm of your hand without having it. What does your dream look like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? The problem with some of y'all is you want somebody else to support your dream. It's yours. I don't owe you a dime. It's your dream. If you wanted to have it, get your butt up and make it happen. If you wanted to have it, rise and grind. I ain't put my dream on nobody else, and I don't care what nobody think about my doggone dream. This is my time. This is my moment. Tomorrow. Ain't no such thing as tomorrow. We only got today.
It's necessary that you be patient. It's necessary that you take a stand, that you dig in. It's necessary to know there are going to be some difficult times. I know I'm going to have to take some blows. Find out how strong I am. Can I stand up? I know I'm going to experience some rejection and disappointment. I know there are going to be some hard decisions to make. The things are going to be so uncertain that I'm going to feel overwhelmed and feel like I can't handle it. I know I'm going to experience all of that. Why? It's necessary. It's a part of life. It's called life. All of that will create you to a certain kind of person. That as you go through that experience, what you become in the process, that you'll discover a part of you that you did not know was there.
Don't cry to give up. Cry to keep going. Don't cry to quit. You already in pain. You already hurt. Get a reward from it. Don't go to sleep until you succeed. It's about heart. You gotta have heart. Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year. But eventually, it will subside. And something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever. I dare you to take a little pain. I dare you. I dare you not to go home. Somebody said, I gotta go home, I feel bad. Go through it. You ain't gonna die. At the end of pain is success.
Can't go over it. Can't go under it. Gotta go through it. Listen, friend, I love you. I do. If nobody's told you yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely stinking love you. I hope some of these lessons you find valuable as well. I'll go through some things so that we can learn together. You go through some things so that we can learn together. Because as brothers and sisters, children of God, the mission is to become the best versions of ourselves that we can possibly be. It's not a mission that we can do alone. It's a mission that we need to do together because we're better together. Does that sound fair? All right, friends, I'll be back tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. We'll do it all over again right here on #RiseandGrind. Until then, I'm going to go hit the gym. You have an amazing, powerful, impactful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
It's 5:30 a.m. and the world's awake. Lundy in the house, no time to break. Husband to one, father to nine. This is the anthem, this is the grind. Us all rise and grind every single day. 5:30 in the morning, Glenn's leading the way. Husband to one, father to nine. Host of the show, man, it's time to shine. Rise and grind, keep the fire alive. Motivation daily, we all gon' thrive. From the stage to the mic, he's one of a kind. This is the anthem, rise and grind. Before the sunrise, he's sparking the flame. Millions inspired, remember the name. Faith, family, future, he's leading with